our opinion with your host, Michael Beckford. Now stop, listen, and pay attention for 5 minutes with Mike.
Oh boy, I couldn't wait to record this episode. I mean, seriously, I could not wait. Anyway, hey, welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes with Mike. And today's topic is Herschel Goofball Walker. Yeah, Herschel Goofball Walker. And this episode of 5 Minutes with Mike is sponsored by Let's Get Published. Over 80% of the people of the world believe that they have a book to write, but only a few people actually get a chance to publish their book. With our Let's Get Published course, it takes away the guessing game when it comes down to the publishing industry and helps you, as a future published author, to understand how to self-publish your book and become a bestseller. This course is written and instructed by me, Michael Beckford, and you can get it now by following the link below. So stop procrastinating about writing a book and let's get published. All right. Alrighty. Welcome to the episode. Welcome to the show. 5 Minutes with Mike. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Whatever you're doing. We're going to talk about Goofball Herschel Walker. Herschel freaking Walker. I believe is the dumbest, scandalous politician I've ever witnessed. Herschel damn Walker is by far one of the dumbest politicians I literally have ever witnessed in my adult life. And I've been adult now for a while, for a few years, you know. And I've never seen a politician that quite enunciate his words. Never seen a politician drag on about vampires, werewolves, and whatever the hell he was trying to say. Oh my gosh, this Herschel Walker, this is so much. This is Saturday Night Live material like every time he speaks. Literally. I mean, Donald Trump, of course, is one of the worst, but at least he could put a few sentences together and he make you believe what he was saying was real. But this old Herschel Goofball Walker, I just never seen a politician like it. This with so many scandals when it comes down to kids, abortions, and now even his legal residence. You know how you running for Georgia Senate, but you have a homestead in Dallas, Texas. I mean, anyway, where they do that at? But this oh my gosh, freaking. There's just so much to say about freaking Herschel Walker when it comes down to it, everything. And I don't know how this guy got qualified to even become a contestant for the U.S. Senate seat. I don't even think he has the qualifications, of course, to be a dog walker. More or less being a Herschel Walker. And he's had so many lies. So many freaking lies. The man lies about everything. And he's put on that he's been a cop with his fake behind badge that he showed up at the podium but during the debate. He said that he owned one of the largest black-owned chicken restaurants, which is found, of course, to be a lie. And there's just so many lies and betrayal by this guy. I don't even have time to go through this on my show. I really don't. The show is called 5 Minutes with Mike, and I've already done 5 minutes explaining his lies, scandals, and corruption. And the one thing that is true about this gentleman, and I loosely say gentleman, is this. He is a bona fide goofball and does not deserve a seat near the Washington Monument, let alone the U.S. Senate. Come on, guys. Now, here's what I think. He's a black face with a white agenda. The Georgia Republican Party decided today that they wanted to find any old Negro that can go against, of course, Raphael Warnock, who is also a black preacher from Georgia, who currently preaches at the historic church of which Martin Luther King himself preached at, which is the Ebenezer Baptist Church. So when this particular Senate seat became, turned blue about 2 years ago, Donald Trump and, some of his cronies devised a plan to get any old black man that's dumb as a doornail to take up a Senate seat while of course promoting the white agenda. And as a matter of fact, I think Peter Pan is more real than this phony of Herschel Goofball Walker. But I'm sorry, I just can't stop laughing about this dude. This dude is so freaking fake. But this is also not surprising how white people often use black faces to carry their agenda. It's historic. It's always been a way to kind of ease the slaves and make it look as if there's some sort of equal opportunity. And to be honest, as much as I respect Kamala Harris, VP, and I like Tamora, though, as a senator from California, in the office of VP, she's basically there to carry the water for the Democrats to lure the good old black people that's always, considering to vote for the Democrats, to lure the black people to vote for Biden, who was a very unpopular president amongst young millennial and Generation Zs, like myself. So, actually, I'm a millennial, not a Generation Z, but anyway, who cares about that? So, the main point is, Herschel Walker is no exception to this cowtelling that seems to happen more when it comes down to the black community than any other community in America. We get the scraps, while everybody else gets the gold. And here's my final segment. Here are the Georgia runoffs, right? As the Georgia runoffs start to wind down, it would be asinine for the people of Georgia to vote for such a loser in Herschel Walker. This dude does not even know how to spell politician. Yes, he was a great football player in his prime, but as President Obama said a few weeks ago, just because he was a great football player doesn't mean you want him going to fly on a plane. Just because he was a great football player doesn't mean you want him going and performing surgery on you. And so in my words, just because he was a great football player doesn't mean that this guy knew a damn thing when it comes down to politics, civil rights, civil liberties, or even the justice of the law. Now, I personally am over it when it comes down to both Democrats and Republicans. I'm done with them. I'm over it. They both spread white supremacist agendas, while one of them smiles in our face and makes it look like, they care about us. The other basically tells us that what they're doing against us in plain sight. But if there's anything that I have to acknowledge, that this is a dumb election that should not even gotten this far with a runoff. A runoff, people? Herschel Goofball Walker needs to go back to the cave where he belongs. Now, here's a black fact. Did you know Joseph Rainey became the first African American representative in 1870? He navigated a unique path from slave to citizenship to becoming a U.S. representative. This was another moment in Black Facts. Now, let's take them to church. Hallelujah. There is a poetic statement that was made many years ago, and it said this: your skin folk ain't necessarily your kin folk. And if you are someone that's been on the fence when it comes down to writing a book, take our Let's Get Published course with the 30-day money-back guarantee. Your book can be the next book that moves the masses in our communities. Stop procrastinating and let's get published today. Now, please like, hit, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button if you've enjoyed this episode. 5 Minutes with Mike is written, produced, and directed by Michael D. Beckford, all rights reserved. Copyright 2018-2022 by Speak Publishing International and a Michael Beckford Media Group LLC production.